want to mispronounce it. All right, anyways, welcome guys to episode 44 of the Bearzi podcast. Why can't I talk? Today, I got my buddy Kevin Huang, who is a college student that is studying digital media and an up-and-coming YouTuber. And I met Kevin, I believe, on one of my YouTube live streams, I think.
Yeah, it was a AMA live stream.
Which one was it? Was it one of the recent ones or like the older ones?
No, it was like back in October, I think.
Back in October?
Yeah.
So I'm interested in kind of how you came across my channel. Like, are you into the whole self-improvement space on YouTube?
Mm-hmm. I was just looking up like cold showers and then I found your video.
Oh,
It was cold showers, meditating, and something else.
oh, okay. So that was
Yeah.
sort of like
Like that was one of the first videos I watched about you.
mhm. So is like the self-improvement space something that you just started getting into?
No, I actually started like a year ago. I started watching Hamza. That was one of the guys I started to watch, and then Ice Cold JT.
Oh yeah, he's
And
another
then it
one.
was someone else. Yeah. And then another guy, I think his name is like David or something. His YouTube channel is like self-developed.
Oh, okay.
He's like a power lifter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Hamza is really good for the younger generation, especially
Like,
like you're in college, right?
yeah, I'm 18, so kind of resonates with me. A lot of things that he says.
So before the pod started, you actually mentioned that you were originally studying computer science and now you switched to
Yeah.
digital media. So what happened there?
I don't know, bro. I don't like the professor, and I don't know, all the homeworks are really hard, and I have to like cheat my way through it.
Through computer science?
Yeah.
Mm.
I have like this group of friends that we send each other like answers and stuff. So
Oh, so what about coding though? Did you enjoy the coding at
coding?
all?
No. It was easy at first. Like it was basic math coding, like plus 2,
Mm.
4, and then you put like the little parentheses around it, and it gives you 6.
Mhm.
And then after that, they start teaching like algorithms and stuff, bro. It's too much for me, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that resonates with me because when I went to university, I originally studied computer science, and sort of like you said, it was easy, like doing JavaScript and C++, and I was good at math and science.
Mine was Dr. Racket. You heard of that?
No, what is that?
No. It's like a coding software, but no one uses it. I don't know why we use it. So.
So then, wait, why did you choose computer science in the first place then?
I don't know, honestly. Maybe because of the money.
Were you pressured like to go to college and pick something?
Yeah. My parents are. They're like the typical like Asian parents. You know what I mean? Like, go to college, get a degree, get a good job. Yeah.
Well, that's really important for most Asian parents and families is education and getting a college degree and university degree. Like that's very important for Asian families, for anyone that doesn't know that. It's almost like and it's not just a thing where they want you to be successful. There's also like this bragging metric.
Yeah, like the status.
Yeah, with a lot of Asian families, how they talk about, oh, my
Yeah.
son or daughter's a doctor or a lawyer. And that's something that I don't really like.
I mean, yeah, I don't like it either. It's just kind of annoying. Yeah, they always compare you to like your like long distance cousin. Like this cousin, she graduated from a college and then she's a doctor, something like that. She makes like 300K a year, something along those lines.
Yeah, well, when you have a daughter like that, it I guess, you know, as a parent, you like to brag almost like it makes you feel good that your child is so successful and so wealthy and so educated, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they never think about kindness, not kindness, happiness. Like, are you happy studying this certain subject, or are you happy going to college, university? Like I feel like that never comes up.
Hmm. I don't think they're happy at all.
Hmm.
Like the people that go super like try hard in education.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I have this, I don't know, conflicted opinion about education, because I feel like if if you want to do law or medicine or something,
Yeah.
that then it
Yeah.
makes sense. But if
Hmm.
you are forced to go to college, university by your parents, and they're forcing you to
Hmm.
pick something, and you do like economics or political science or some nonsense course.
Or like digital media, like me.
Okay, so so that's what we switch to. So what is
Yeah.
digital media?
It's pretty much like making like media, like editing videos, Photoshop, things like that, graphic design.
Okay, that's not useless though. That's very modern, especially
Yeah.
Photoshop.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm, I want to be a YouTuber, so maybe that would help me a little bit,
Mm.
possibly. I don't know.
So you want to be a YouTuber in the self improvement space,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
like Hamza?
Not like not. Um. I don't know. Maybe.
Like just sharing like your journey or
I
ideas?
kind of want to put my yeah. I kind of want to put my self improvement journey on there, and then
Hmm.
share my tips or ideas.
Yeah, that it's sharing the journey is good, but the hardest thing is just starting, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the hardest thing is
Yeah.
the resistance of making your first video. That's the most
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
difficult part when it comes to YouTube. But once you get the first video out and you get rolling and you create the second, fifth, 10th, it gets a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start recording tomorrow.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to.
So
Yeah.
up and coming YouTube channel coming soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna put like a before picture of me, and then like every month I'll give myself like an update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing anything like fitness related?
Yeah. 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 I'm really big into like
Oh,
calisthenics
you are.
and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So like
I lifted weights for like 8 years. Not 8 years.
damn, I was like 8
eight
years. Holy
months. 8 months.
shit.
8 months. And then I started like seeing those videos of like calisthenics guys doing like those weird tricks that kind of like motivated me to
Oh, like
like
levers and muscle
yeah,
ups
like
and
planche, yeah,
okay,
muscle
okay,
up,
yeah.
yeah.
Those are hard, man. Those are very difficult,
Mhm.
especially the front
Yeah.
lever. Like I've tried that. That's
Mhm.
or the human flagpole. Like those are
Human
tough,
flag,
dude.
yeah. Yeah.
Like if you are
Mhm.
able to do those movements, you could definitely make like tutorial videos or even just show like your progress,
Mhm.
right? Because I
Mhm.
have a
Yeah.
video like
That's
that,
like
like a muscle up video,
yeah, I've
right?
seen that. I've seen that too.
That was like my gateway video. Like I
Mhm.
was exactly where you are right now, like 3 years ago. I was into,
Mhm. Mhm.
lifting weights and into some kind of calisthenics. And then I was just sharing my
Mhm.
journey of learning how to do a muscle up, right? And that
Yeah.
video did
Mhm.
really well. I think even to this day, it
Mhm.
still does well.
I think it's like the most popular.
It's definitely one of my better videos. Let me see.
I think it's like right under the Kiwi video.
Oh yeah, you're right. The Kiwi has
Yeah.
72,000. The Muscle Up has
Yeah.
50,000 views.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting about the Muscle Up video? I had no knowledge of
Mhm.
cameras. All I used was a
Camera.
GoPro. Like I didn't know anything
GoPro.
about. I had no microphone. I didn't know anything about lighting. But because like the progression of the story was good, I think that's why people resonated with the video, because they saw how I
Mhm.
struggled and how weak and how terrible I was at this movement. And eventually, I was able to do it
Mhm.
after, I guess, a
Mhm.
month of training.
Yeah. I like your like editing style. Kind of reminds me of like Sneeko, like back in the day.
Editing of my old way or my current type of videos, or like the old ones,
I guess. Um, old and
old
present.
and present. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sneeko is. I to be perfectly honest, I kind of miss that Sneeko is gone from the platform.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of things that he says that I disagree with and things that I don't like,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean
Hmm.
that I believe he should have been canceled, right? And I,
He's not a bad
yeah,
person. He just Yeah.
But it's
I like Sneeko, but I don't. I agree with like 95% of the things he says.
mm.
Just like Andrew Tate, or people like that.
Yo, let's get canceled,
I'm here for
bro.
the drama.
You're here for the drama. Kevin's here for the drama.
Shout out Batiste.
Yeah. So anyone that doesn't know, during the live streams, Kevin always asks me to talk about controversial people and controversial questions. Oh, it's so funny.
And then Batiste was like, Kevin's here for the
Yeah,
drama.
dude, that stream was so funny. I love that guy Batiste. That's my boy from France. He's another guy that I met during the live streams, and that's what I love about YouTube, man. You meet people that you would never meet ever, right? Like you come across paths with people and conversations, and it's just like it's such a cool thing to do, to create YouTube videos and make a community. And if you do it for the love of, sharing ideas and not just for like the money or like fame. I know some people, they make YouTube videos because they want to get famous, or they think that they can make a ton of money and be rich. And I feel like that's the wrong way to go about doing it.
I think for me, it's kind of like I want more friends in the self-improvement, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in the self-improvement
There's
world.
there's a lot of like, I guess you would call them Jeffries, like what Hamza calls them. Yeah.
Yeah, so Hamza talks about Jeffrey and Adonis, this sort of caricature of
like this transformation.
Yeah, Jeffrey is someone he describes as a lazy person who plays video games all the time, who watches porn, who's into instant gratification, eats junk food. And he kind of talks about how if you are a Jeffrey, you can transform your life and become an Adonis, like a male role model who is respected amongst the tribe. And, by doing your own self-improvement journey, you can become a better person. And that's a message that I love that message entirely, right?
Yeah.
Because it's helping a lot of young guys, probably like in your situation, right? Like you said, you're 18.
Yeah, I'm 18. I just turned 18 like 2 months ago.
Damn, bro. So what's that? 2004?
2004. Yeah.
Shit, dude. I was 18 in 2004. No, was I?
Oh.
No, I was 20. No, I was 20. I was 20
age.
in 2004.
You're almost twice my age.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But it's good that you found this journey early. Like I always talk about this. I wish I found self-improvement earlier. But like this type of YouTube stuff, it didn't exist. Like it wasn't around when I was in university. Like there was no YouTube and stuff, right? Like it kind of shows my age, but at the same time, it's whenever I talk to someone that is just starting out, any form of encouragement I can give them, or any help or any guidance, like I'm more than happy to help, right?
Yeah. How do you feel about the Andrew Tate sexual trafficking case?
I've thought about this a lot recently, and I'm sure everyone has known, but Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania for rape charges, I believe, and human trafficking and something else too, right?
It was money laundering.
Yeah. So all these charges, he's being held in jail for 30 days. The main problem that I had with that situation is that people automatically think he's guilty. When if you believe in the justice system, you are always innocent until you are proven guilty. You have to be proven, right? And you have to give that person the benefit of the doubt. You have to believe they're innocent, right?
Yeah, I think for him is like kind of reverse, like guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, everyone feels that way. But the problem also is that people are like happy that he's being arrested. So I'm like, if those charges are true, you're happy that he's a human trafficker. You're happy that he's raping women. Like you're actually happy that these things are happening. Like I honestly hope that he's innocent, because
I think he's innocent.
I don't want those things to be true. I don't want people to be human trafficked. I don't want people to be raped. I don't believe in any of those things. I don't want that to happen. So deep down, I really, really hope that this is just some false accusations and false charges.
Yeah.
But the problem is nobody knows. You don't know. I don't know. People on Twitter don't know. Nobody knows. So our opinion, it doesn't really matter because we don't have any of the information, right? So I can share
Mhm.
my opinion all day long, but at the end of the day, I don't know the facts, right? And I feel like we have to
Mhm.
wait until we pass judgment. And so that's what I'm sort of
Mhm.
reserving my feelings for, but everyone else is so quick to judge, right? And that's like
Mhm.
the problem that I have.
Um, these are the people that just want clout. Like you see those hit piece videos on YouTube, like Andrew Tate's blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's because it gets clicks, right?
Hmm.
It's what's popular in the mainstream.
Money and views.
Yeah, it's tough because if you want views on YouTube, then that's what you should
Hmm.
do. But then you're also
Hmm.
kind of selling yourself out, right?
Yeah, that's like one of my things. Don't sell your soul.
Yeah, like I've made two videos on my channel that I regret. One was talking about Andrew Tate, and one was talking about Sneeko. And
Yeah, I watched those both.
so since
And then they were
then,
just.
they've been unlisted. I unlisted
Hmm.
them from my channel because I feel like I was sort of veering in the wrong direction. I don't want to be
Hmm.
someone that tries to gain views or clout or popularity off of controversial people or subjects. And also, it brought in so much negativity in the comment section. I was like, holy shit,
Hmm.
it's like a firestorm of negative comments and trolls. And like, I don't want it. I don't
Hmm.
need any of that in my life. So I kind of
Hmm.
I regret those two videos that I made. I think they're the only two videos that I regret. But I've
I bet they got a lot of
yeah,
views.
right. But that's not what I
Yeah.
don't want. I don't do YouTube just for the views, right? I do YouTube because I want to talk about things that I genuinely believe in and things that I genuinely
Hmm.
love. And
Hmm.
shitting on Sneeko or talking about controversial ideas about Andrew Tate, like I don't want that to be what my channel is about, right? So that's why I kind of
Hmm.
remove them. But
Hmm.
I don't know. It's tough, right? It's a tough subject to talk
Yeah.
about, right?
Yeah. Just like the jib jab.
What's that? Jib?
The vaccine. The vaccine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the vaccine is a tough one because, like, I think you get removed, right? You get removed
Hmm.
for misinformation.
Hmm.
If you talk too much stuff about the vaccine, the reason I don't talk
Hmm.
about the vaccine is because I'm not a scientist or a virologist. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about
Hmm.
medicine. I know nothing.
Hmm.
So, like, why would
Hmm.
I share my opinion on something that I know nothing about? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
anything about mRNAs or viruses or CoV-2. Like, I don't know shit. So I'm just like, if I don't know anything about this, like, why do I
Yeah.
even bother, right? But some people are
Hmm.
so opinionated. They read like one article on Reddit, and then all of a sudden they're like a vaccine expert, right? So
Hmm.
I'm neither pro, con, against. I just stay out of that whole argument because I don't have anything useful
Did
to
you
share.
did you take the vaccine?
So I took I have 3 shots, I think.
3 shots?
Um,
Is it from
and there
Pfizer?
two Pfizer and one Moderna, I think.
Yeah, I got vaccinated too. It was like 2 years ago in July. I got 2 shots.
Hmm.
Pfizer also. Mm.
And did you get it because you chose to get it, or were you forced?
Uh, it's cause kind of forced because our college they need like they want us all to take the
Mm.
vaccine. So.
Yeah, so that was my same situation. I was forced to take it
Hmm.
at our work.
Hmm.
Well, in Canada was really bad for this. Is just mandating stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to go eat in a food court, you have to show proof of vaccination, or else you'd have to
Yeah.
sit on the floor. And at my
Hmm.
work, they forced us. If you didn't get it, it was federal law, and if you didn't get vaccinated, you lose your job. So all of us,
Hmm.
if you want to keep your job, this is what it is, right? And I was like, oh man,
It's like that in the U.S.
oh, is
too.
it?
So yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how I feel about that, right? Because I understand those people that didn't want to get it. Like I understand from their point of view, right? When you force people to do
Yeah.
something, they like to fight back, right? So
Hmm.
in some sense, I feel like a sheep, for just going with the herd and just
Yeah.
doing it. But also, like, I need my job to help support my
Yeah.
family. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I have a house. I have bills,
Hmm.
right? So it's like
Hmm.
the whole situation is just awful, and it doesn't matter how you look at it. Like everything about the pandemic was just terrible. It just sucks so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, what can you do though, right? Like, what in hindsight, maybe now we know maybe the lockdowns weren't needed, where you
Yeah,
close.
I feel like unless you're super rich, you can't really do anything. Unless you're Andrew Tate, you could just fly to a different country,
Yeah, like if you
or like
have
Bill
if you have
Gates.
money, power,
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of go wherever you want, right? But if you're like
Mm-hmm.
me and you, we probably live in our city, we can't really move, and
Yeah.
you got to follow
Mm-hmm.
the law or whatever bylaws the government sets, right?
Yeah. Mm. You got any YouTube tips for me,
In what
or
sense? In starting off in the
like
beginning,
yeah, like starting off?
I'll give you some tips that I tell pretty much anybody. In the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, you want to focus on quantity. I know that
Yeah.
most people tell you the opposite. Like whenever you hear YouTubers give advice, they always talk about, oh, you want to make quality videos. You want to make videos with good click through rate and watch
It's
time.
like the YouTube um, tags, description, title, things like that. SEO.
And that stuff doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
YouTube pretty much removed tags. Tags are useless. All that
Mm-hmm.
SEO shit, it's just nonsense.
TubeBuddy,
No, you
vidIQ.
don't need any. You
It's all
you
a
don't need any
scam.
of
It's
that.
all
No,
a
you don't need any
scam.
of that stuff.
Yeah.
In the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it's just hitting record, talking to the camera, posting the video
Mm-hmm.
online, and then just moving on to the next one. Everything else
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like analytics and all that type of stuff. If you don't have 100 videos on your channel, then the analytics
Mm-hmm.
won't even matter. It doesn't matter what your
Yeah.
click through rate is. It doesn't matter what your watch time is. You worry about that stuff
Yeah.
later. But everyone gets caught
Mm-hmm.
up in trying to be, I want to be a good YouTuber in the beginning. I want to have a like good camera, a good microphone. I want to have all this like amazing lights and gear and scripts. Like everyone worries about the wrong stuff in the beginning. Like of course, camera
Mm-hmm.
matters, lighting matters. It all
Yeah.
matters. But in the beginning, it's just have you made 50 shitty videos? If not, then
Mm-hmm.
go out and make those 50 shitty videos because it doesn't matter what I tell
Mm-hmm.
you. Your first 50 videos you make, they're going to be shit.
Yeah, they're
They're
gonna be
going to be
bad.
shit no matter what. But what you can do is
Mm-hmm.
later down the line, you can just like unlist them. Like for me, that muscle up video we talked about, right? It's a pretty
Yeah.
good video. But before
Mm-hmm.
that, there was like 40, 50 other terrible, terrible videos that I made. And you can just
Mm-hmm.
unlist them, right? I started my channel a lot earlier than what it shows, right? Because I made all these terrible videos in the beginning. I learned how to use my GoPro. And then once you get those 50 shitty videos out, then you can figure out, okay, what am I doing? Do I need to look at click through rate? Do I need a better microphone? Do I need to buy a light? And then you can worry about that stuff. So in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, just even if it's every day, just hit record, get better at speaking, right? Because that's also a
Mm-hmm.
skill you need to learn and get better at. Because
You gotta put in the
yes,
reps.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
I was terrible at talking. Like my first YouTube video, I was like, "Hi guys, this is a YouTube video about me going to the gym," and like that's how I
Mm-hmm.
would talk. It wasn't confident. It was very slow. It was very mundane, very boring. I didn't, speak with confidence, right? I didn't like
Yeah.
increase the pitch of or like the way I speak in my voice, right? It's very different. But like those are skills you learn along the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just create, dude. Just get recording. Just record a bunch of videos, and don't worry
Yeah.
about the thumbnail too. In the beginning,
Thumbnail.
just let
Yeah.
YouTube will give you 3 thumbnails to pick from. Just use one of those. Just pick whatever. Doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Worry about all the thumbnail stuff later because that's a whole different ball game. Even me, I'm still trying to get better at
Mm-hmm.
making thumbnails. Thumbnails are so
Mm-hmm.
hard to make because look at how
Mm. What website do you use or software do you use for
I
thumbnails?
use. So in the beginning, I used Canva. Canva. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
Canva. But now I use
Canva.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
have like a there's another program I used to use. I can't remember what it was called. I use Photoshop and I use something else. Because Photoshop, unless you is like it's like expensive, right? But anything
Yeah.
like Canva or any type of free software, like there's tons of free software. So that's pretty much
Mm-hmm.
what I use now for thumbnails.
Mm,
Photoshop for the fancy stuff, like if you have like a bad skin day, you can fix up your
mm,
skin, you can blur out the background, you can increase the brightness, like that type of stuff.
yeah.
But again, when you're
Mm,
starting off, all that doesn't matter, right? It's, do you have 50 videos on your channel? Do you
yeah.
have 100 videos on your channel? If you don't, then make them, right? And all that other shit, it just doesn't matter. It's like people who
Mm,
worry about, oh, I'm worried about how the media will think of me when I'm in the NBA. Like, are you in the NBA? No, you're like in college. Well, then get to work, right? Like, you're
yeah.
worrying about stuff that doesn't even apply to your current situation, right? So that's the best
Mm,
advice that I usually give to people when you're starting off.
yeah. Yeah. Just gonna record 50 videos and then improve little by little, step by step.
Hmm. Because
Mm,
also, what you talk about now will be completely different than what you talk about 50 videos from now, right? Like
mm-hmm.
right now, you
Yeah.
might be about calisthenics, but maybe later on, you really get into meditation or running or, I don't know, Photoshop or whatever you're studying in school.
Yeah.
Like, your interests, they will completely change over time, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
won't know what those are unless you record the videos first, right?
Yeah. Mm,
So yeah, so even that, I'd also recommend talking about a bunch of different subjects too, right? Like
yeah.
maybe, do you read books a lot or no?
Um, no, not really. I'm gonna start reading
What
books.
about podcasts?
Podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts.
So even there, so make a video about whatever podcasts you're into or whatever books
Yeah.
you read, because maybe
Mm-hmm.
that might be something that really interests you. Like, what are
Mm-hmm.
some podcasts you listen to?
Jumpers Jump.
No, what's that? Jumpers Jump?
They're in Canada too. They're in
Oh,
Canada too.
Canadian.
Yeah, they're Canadian. um, Fresh and Fit. I know people are gonna call me a misogynist for that.
Fresh and fit. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Chris Williamson.
Oh, Modern
You know
Wisdom.
that guy? Yeah, Modern Wisdom.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow, that's interesting.
And then I listen to like podcasts from what's that guy's name? Uh, the Nelk Boys.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Nelk Boys, and then Iman Gadji.
Oh, that dude is
Yeah.
super interesting. The
Hmm.
entrepreneur.
Yeah, he's only like 22,
Yeah, that
23.
guy's
He's hella rich, bro.
that guy's very inspiring. You hear his story
Hmm.
about how he grew up with his mom and all that.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's I really enjoy that guy's story. How he really, it was
Hmm.
just him and his mom, right? And then he made this
Yeah.
mission where he wanted to provide for her and give her like a good life, and he wanted to
Hmm.
repay her for all the things that she did for him. And it was super nice to just listen to his story about how he became this like super successful dude at such a young age, right?
Yeah. Then he like became a millionaire at like 17 or 18.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Hmm.
Like, I couldn't even
Hmm.
imagine what that's like at that age.
Hmm.
Like, imagine if you right now, if you had like a multi-million-dollar business, like, wouldn't that feel overwhelming? Like,
Yeah. I'll probably start getting gray hairs at like the age of 18, 19.
oh man. But
Yeah.
yeah, so even if like you make a couple videos, talk about some episodes on Jumpers Jump that really helped you improve
Hmm.
your life, or Modern
Hmm.
Wisdom with Chris Williamson, talk about your
Hmm.
favorite guests, right? Those are
Yeah.
great video ideas that you can start with, because you
Hmm.
you probably have, like, if you haven't made your first video yet, there's tons of topics that you can experiment with, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the problem that I have now is I've talked about all those interests that I have. I'm like, what should my next video be about? Like, I struggle because I've kind of gone over everything, sort of,
Yeah.
right? So, that's the
Hmm.
issue that I have now. Whereas for you, just talk about anything you like, and try to figure out what's exciting, because also you want YouTube to be fun, right? You want to
Yeah.
you want to make content creation enjoyable, because as soon as it
Hmm.
feels like a job, because that's when you're going to quit.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm
Hmm.
sure you know tons of channels that have posted regularly, then now they're dead. Maybe you have a couple friends who started a YouTube channel and now they don't post anything.
I started. I used to do YouTube like back when I was young, like uploading gaming videos,
Hmm.
like Minecraft, Fortnite, things like that. Like back in like sixth grade, seventh grade. Yeah.
Okay, so at least you have some experience with making videos
Mhm.
and uploading them, so you have something.
Mhm. Mhm. I really enjoy the part where you like edit them and then just see it all put together.
Oh, you like editing?
Yeah, I like editing.
Okay, that's good.
So
What software do you use?
yeah. Um, I used to use iMovie like back in the day, and now I'm trying to learn DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a software I recommend for everybody. It's
Mhm.
powerful, it's competent, it's like up to date. The color grading is amazing. Like the functionality is awesome and it's free. It doesn't
Yeah,
cost
it's
anything.
free.
DaVinci Resolve is amazing. Like I don't
Mhm.
know why people have this obsession with Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro when DaVinci Resolve is
Mhm.
right there. Like it just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Like why would you pay tons of money for Final Cut or Adobe when you can just use DaVinci Resolve? The free version is so good. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's
Still trying to learn. It's really difficult. There's a lot on the screen.
Yeah, but the same thing
Yeah.
applies to Final Cut or Adobe. There's
Yeah.
a lot going
Mhm.
on regardless. So you might as well just
Mhm.
use a one that's free. And if you just use DaVinci
Yeah.
for all your videos, you're just gonna get better at it naturally, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so just do that, man. Like I don't know. It's I love everything. I love everything YouTube. It's so exciting, just the whole
Mhm.
content creation process, and it's so much fun. At least for me, it is. I jump out of bed every day, so excited to just film a video or write down a few ideas or brainstorm some topics that I want to create, and then it's such an amazing thing to be on. It's such a fun like
Yeah.
hobby. Um,
Mm. It's really like for me. It's really like satisfying seeing like the work you put in and then see it all like put together.
mhm. You know
Yeah.
what else too is when especially for self improvement, like one
Mhm.
year from now, you're gonna look back at 2023,
Yeah.
Kevin, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, I made so much progress in this year,"
Yeah.
and you'll have it documented, right? That's cool too.
Mhm. That's like one of the main reasons why I want to start.
Hmm.
It's kind of like look back at previous version of myself.
Oh, another good piece of advice I like to give people is try not to let the comments get to you.
Hmm.
This one is very, very hard, especially for young people, for young guys like yourself. Like
Yeah.
comments from your friends, comments from your family, or just like negative comments from random people, it's gonna make you feel like shit. And
Hmm.
it's just part of being a human being. But you can't
Yeah.
let that negativity, you can't let the naysayers get to you, because this happened to me when I started my YouTube channel. I created it in December of 2007. Like that's how old my channel is. And I started making
Mm.
videos and I was having so much fun and I loved it. And then I got a bunch of trolls, negative comments, haters, and some comments from my friends who were making fun of me. And then it like destroyed me because I wasn't
Yeah.
mature enough and I didn't know how to deal with it. And that is it's such a hard thing to go through as a YouTube content creator. And it's one that you're going to have to learn, because you're going to get trolls that are going to shit on your videos because your videos will be bad, right? As we
Yeah.
established. And people are going to make fun of you, but you can't let that get to you. And it's so hard. And even I have friends that have like 100,000, and I know a guy with like 2 million subscribers, and the comment section, it kills him on the inside. And I'm like, bro, you
Mm.
can't let that take away from doing something you love. And that
Yeah.
is something that you'll have to deal with every single day.
For the rest of
Yes,
your
it
life.
will
Yeah.
never go.
You.
It will never go away
Hmm.
unless you just make them. Unless you turn off the comments completely and you don't read them. Like if you turn off all the
Yeah. I'm not gonna do
notifications,
that.
right? So you can also do
Yeah.
that, right? But then you'll miss out on the positive comments. And like you said, you
Hmm.
want to build that community, right? And for
Hmm.
every, or at least for me, for every 50 positive comments I usually get one that's like
Mm-hmm.
awful.
And it stands out.
Yeah, and it stings, right? Even though I get like
Mm-hmm.
tons of love from like 50 people, that one comment will hurt so
Mm-hmm.
bad. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like that's a warning. You have to be very aware of it, and you have to really work at it, right?
Yeah.
Because trust me, like in the
Mm-hmm.
future, you're gonna get this someone commenting. It's gonna make you feel like shit, and then you're gonna remember this conversation we had, and you have to make sure don't let that drag you down, right?
Mm-hmm. I got back in the day. I got a few hate comments when I made like Fortnite videos. Those kids would be like, "Yeah, you're so bad at this game." Blah blah blah.
And
Yeah.
how did it make you feel?
Um, kind of annoyed to be honest. And then part of me wants to like add them on Fortnite and then just kind of 1v1 them.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but I don't play games like that anymore. Kind of over that video games. I play it time to time, but not
Mhm.
really.
See, because
Yeah.
also, like, you're gonna have to try to balance your college with making
Hmm.
videos, with working
Yeah.
out, and whatever other hobbies you have, right? That's also going to
Hmm.
be
Yeah.
that could be another subject you talk about, like how you balance all these things while being a college student, right?
Yeah.
And I guess the other thing to talk about is like, do you commute to school or do you live on campus?
I live on campus. I'm in a college dorm right
Oh
now.
shit. Okay,
My
so
college
you're
dorm.
in
Yeah.
you're all what college you go to?
It's Indiana University.
Oh, that's not
That's
too far from me. Hold on, Indiana University,
Bloomington.
Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm just curious. I love anything geography related. I just wonder how far away
Hmm.
um, you are from me. So Indiana University in Bloomington, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Hold on. I just want to Google map just out of curiosity.
Okay. See how
How far am I from you, bro? 9 hours.
nine
Yeah, it's
hours?
not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that.
Huh, that's
Mm.
interesting. Damn, so you on campus living the campus life.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's really annoying. Like at night when you're trying to sleep, there's kids partying, especially on the weekends.
Hmm.
They're loud and ignorant.
So you refer to them as kids?
Yeah, kids. They're not adults. They're
So
kids.
you're the adult in the on the
I'm not gonna
campus.
say I'm the adult, but I would say I would say I'm a lot mature than those Jeffries. Let's call
Hmm.
them that.
Well, it's also because you have perspective because you've listened to guys like
Hmm.
Hamza and Aman Ghatzi, right?
Hmm.
It's like a lot of
Hmm.
people your age, they all they care about is partying, Fortnite, Call of Duty, girls, getting
Hmm.
drunk, and they don't even think about ideas like self improvement at all, right?
Yeah, I showed a couple of my friends. I recommended them to watch Hamza, and they call me like a sexist, misogynist. I'm like, no, you gotta watch the full
Uh,
video. It's kind of like that Andrew Tate like TikTok shorts type of thing where people like take clips out of context.
yeah, it's so tough, dude. It's like I hate
Hmm.
this world you live in where people will see a 30-second not Instagram, a 30-second TikTok video of
Yeah.
someone, just like Andrew Tate or Hamza, saying something that's pro masculine. And right away they get labeled as a misogynist or someone that hates women.
Hmm.
But it's like that
Hmm.
little clip is from like a 3 hour podcast or like a two and a half
Yeah.
hour podcast. It's like you base your opinion on someone off of like 30 seconds out of 2 hours. Like it doesn't make much sense, but that
Hmm.
unfortunately is the world we live in, right? That instant
And
gratification
then
loophole, right?
yeah, 2022 is like the biggest like cancellation year. People getting canceled left and right.
Yeah, it's man, cancel culture really worries me,
Hmm.
because sometimes I think I have to double check the topics I discuss. Like on the live stream, for example,
Hmm.
I can't edit that stuff
Yeah.
out, dude. Like when we have the live
Yeah.
stream, it's out there. It's
Hmm.
live. And if I say something that people will deem as negative or as ban worthy or will be canceled
Mm-hmm.
for. Like I got to
Mm-hmm.
watch my mouth with what I talk about. But then I'm not being completely honest if I'm filtering what I say, right? And that's what I
Yeah.
hate, dude. I want to be able to share my truth. I want to be transparent. I want to
Mm-hmm.
share my opinions and my honest feelings about things. But in the back of my mind, I always have to worry about being canceled. It's such an annoying
Yeah.
thing to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So I don't know what should I do? Like should I censor myself? Do I have to like
Or you could probably go to Rumble. It's a free speech
yeah.
free speech platform.
Yeah, the problem with Rumble though is like that's where I don't really want to like label people, but that's where like the
Yeah.
super right wing conservative
Yeah.
freedom of
Mm-hmm.
speech, the attack on the Capitol in the US people go to. Yeah,
Matrix,
it's like
what they call it, the Matrix.
it's tough because if you believe in free speech, like you guys have freedom of speech. That's a First
Mm-hmm.
Amendment.
I don't know much about the laws here
Yeah,
and
because
limits.
this is something that Canada we don't have freedom of speech
Mm-hmm.
like you guys have. Like in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
you could be a comedian, you could say something on stage in a comedy club, and you can get sued because
Oh.
we don't have freedom of speech. It doesn't exist in
Mm.
Canada. In the U.S., I believe it's your First Amendment right is freedom of speech. Second Amendment right is the firearm one,
Yeah, I
right?
think so. Yeah, second is
Yeah, I'm
spiral,
I'm bad
something like that.
with U.S.
I'm
history.
bad.
Come on, bro,
Yeah.
you should know more
Mm.
than me.
I didn't pay attention in school.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
I cheated pretty much from kindergarten to senior year.
so you were a Jeffrey for many years.
Yeah, I was a Jeffrey for
Mm.
many years.
But that's a good thing to
Hmm.
admit, though. Like you know
Yeah,
you have faults, right? And now you can improve
yeah.
them.
I used to be a total Jeffrey, bro. I'll come home from school, just play video games for like 6 hours straight,
Mm.
and then eat shitty junk food pretty much every day.
Dude, that's what I did. Like when I was
Mm-hmm.
around your age, I'd come home, watch Dragon Ball Z, play
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation all day
Mm-hmm.
long in StarCraft, and watch basketball. That's all I did. That's
Mm-hmm.
all I did for
And
so many
then
years.
there was like this period of time. I don't know if I could say this here, but um,
Say it. Say it. I don't care.
um,
Podcast no filter.
I used to like fap like 6 times a day.
That's fine. It's
Yeah, I think the most I've gone is like 10 times, 10 to 13
holy
times a day.
shit. What day? Did you get tired, dude?
Yeah,
What kind of
no,
stamina do you
I was.
have? Holy shit.
I don't know, bro. I was a total Jeffrey, bro. That was when
Uh,
like TikTok and was popping off, underage girls dancing,
mm,
and then people like in my friend group they talk about like girls and Pornhub.
mhm.
It was like the puberty age, like the age where you're like 12, 13 when you just started puberty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's also though the access to porn for your generation
Hmm.
is so accessible. It's so
Yeah.
different, right? It's there. It's everywhere. You can scroll through Instagram
Hmm.
and basically see it. And
Hmm. I feel like Instagram, TikTok is pretty much just porn at this point.
well, especially for guys, like if you're into fitness,
Yeah.
the Instagram algorithm is going to show you girls squatting in the gym all the time, right? Like
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
what they do because they know that's what
Hmm.
guys will click on and what guys will watch, right? And then that's like
Hmm.
that triggers the fapping, right? That type of stuff, right? That's
Yeah.
just what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like it's such a bad habit to break, especially if you just do it without thinking about it.
Yeah. Like that post nut clarity just hits hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it just makes you feel guilty and shameful and depressed, like all at the same time. I don't know. It's the worst feeling ever.
And you also kind of ask yourself like what the hell did I just do, right?
Yeah. Like a fucking loser. Just jizzed all over.
Hmm. Yeah, man, I've
Yeah.
been there, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what that feeling is like. And you just wonder, like, what the
Mm-hmm.
hell did I just do? I just like masturbated in the corner of my room for like, now you feel
Yeah.
like a loser. You feel like an idiot. You just like,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you're down bad, right?
Yeah. Sometimes like that kind of motivates you in a way. Sometimes
Hmm.
like
But also,
it motivates you to do the right things,
mhm.
and then the next day comes, you're gonna go back into fapping. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why the NoFap community, especially on Reddit, is very
Mm-hmm.
successful. If you get into like the NoFap subreddit, those guys have a lot of stories about porn addiction and how they were losers. And I don't know if I agree with this whole tracking how many days your streak.
I don't agree with it
Like they
either.
track their days, right?
It's not healthy for your mental health.
Like
Yeah.
I always wonder, is that necessary? Like, do you really need to?
I used to do it, but it's just like you go on a 7 day streak and then you break it on the eighth day. You'll feel worse than doing it every day.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it feels like you just destroyed 7 good days in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's.
was like the start of my self improvement. Just that NoFap.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was NoFap.
Hmm.
And it was NoFap and then cold showers, combining them
Oh,
both.
you're into the. Oh yeah, for my
Yeah.
video. So you're into the cold showers daily?
Yeah, I take cold showers daily. I start off like warm and then I end it off cold.
It sucks, right? It,
Yeah, it sucks, but after the shower, you feel like a Superman.
dude.
You feel like Adonis.
Adonis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done cold showers for years, and
Mhm.
it even after all these years, it always sucks. It's
Mhm.
never good. It never gets better. I think that's the thing that I
Mhm.
like about cold showers. It's always terrible. It's always an awful. It's
Mhm.
especially if you go cold all the way and no hot,
Yeah.
just all cold.
Mhm.
And even for me
Mhm.
in Canada in winter, like we have terrible winters, right? Taking a cold shower in the
Yeah.
winter is the worst. It sucks 10 times out of 10. It always sucks. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. But there's something valuable there where you're always embracing the suck, right? And doing things that are
Mhm.
difficult. You feel good after you get through it, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Like you would think your body will build up like a tolerance to coldness, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm definitely I have like the mental strength to get through it, but the way it
Mhm.
feels on your skin, it always feels awful.
Yeah.
Like it's never enjoyable. Like it always feels the
Mhm.
same. It just always sucks. But there's
Mhm.
something about that that's beneficial.
Mhm. But you feel super good after you're done the shower though.
Yeah, because you accomplish something
Yeah.
difficult,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. And it's good for your skin too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I used to have like acne all over my face. Kind of cleared up a little bit.
okay. So you're like me. I
Yeah.
had I had skin issues too. That was one of the main reasons
Mhm.
why I got into cold showers was for my
Mhm.
I have like eczema and dry skin and all that
I
shit.
gotta show you a picture. This was me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
When you were down bad.
Now my hands. You
Holy
see that?
shit, dude! That's like,
Yeah.
is that psoriasis?
I don't know what that is.
Why is it so? It's so like blotchy and dark
Mhm.
red.
It's like purple.
Yeah, that looks
It was
crazy.
mhm. It was bad. It was also in the winter too.
Have you seen a dermatologist?
Yeah, I went to a doctor's and then they gave me like a steroid cream. It helped a lot.
Cortisone, cortisone cream, or
Yeah, I
whatever.
think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and then cold showers also helped.
Mm. So, have you always had skin issues, like your whole life?
Um, no, not really. No,
Was this like a post puberty thing?
it was during puberty.
During puberty. Okay, so that's probably when it.
Yeah,
Whoops, that's probably when it started.
yeah.
See, because I've had skin issues my whole life since birth. I
Mm-hmm.
have like eczema, I have
Mm-hmm.
dry skin, I have allergies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cold showers helps because it soothes it and it makes it not as
Yeah.
itchy, right? I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
if that relates to you.
Yeah. Do you get like those random like tingly feeling in your skin?
Oh, dude, all the time, all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It's the worst, bro. It's like itchy, but not really.
Hmm.
Just feel like a bunch of sharp needles on your body.
Yeah, the way
And
I
then
experience it, it's like getting a mosquito bite in the
mm-hmm.
same places over and over and over. Like I have it on my
Mm-hmm.
arms. Like my arms are always itchy, and it feels like I always have mosquito bites, and I just want to
I get
itch
it. I get it on my back.
on your back.
Like yeah, on my back. And then cold showers kind of got rid of that.
Okay, that's good. So you're getting some
Yeah.
benefit from
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just can't take hot showers.
Well,
If I take them, they'll come back,
this is
especially in the summer.
this is the thing though. Hot showers, especially hot temperature, it triggers
Mm-hmm.
your skin rashes and eczema. Like in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
like when I'm sweating, all of my bad skin gets triggered, and it's so hard to keep it under control when it's hot. And but when you
Yeah.
cool it, it's something about the soothing of it. It makes it so much easier to control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're kind of very similar to how I was when I
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
self improvement, getting into working out, cold showers, bad skin,
Yeah.
fapping, video games.
Yeah. It was working out, video games, fapping, cold showers. Those four things
Okay.
that got me into. Yeah. And then I just started watching like, um, Alpha Destiny on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I started watching him. That he gave me like he helped me a lot on my fitness journey. And then I also started watching Jeff Nippard.
Oh, I love Jeff
Do you know
Nippard.
him?
Yeah,
He's like
he's the
this
best.
like bodybuilder. He's like this short bodybuilder. Yeah.
But he has all of his information is backed by science.
That's what I like about him. It's straight
Oh
facts.
yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
Whenever I
hmm
have some information. I'm like, is this the best way to work out? Is this the optimal routine?
hmm
Is this the correct form? I just always go to Jeff Nippard. Like he has all
hmm
the studies, everything's backed by science, and I love that guy's channel. He's the
hmm
original Kiwi guy. Do you know that?
Who's the Kiwi guy?
You know how I always talk about eating kiwis? I got the
Yeah.
idea from Jeff Nippard because he talked about the nutritional benefits of the kiwi fruit. And
Oh.
that's when I adopted like eating kiwis every day.
hmm
It's because of him.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Have you tried the golden kiwis?
oh yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
them as much.
I like them better than the
Oh,
green
dude, they're
ones.
sweeter. They like
Yeah.
taste
Yeah,
better.
they're sweeter.
I
hmm
like the more sour. Yeah, I don't
Sour.
know why. Like the green ones are more. They're not as sweet.
Yeah,
They're
they're
more
more
sour. Right?
sour.
Yeah, I like the
hmm
green ones for whatever reason.
mm
It's just like something that it's weird because like the cold showers, it's kiwis and cold showers have been these habits that have stuck with me. Like they've been ones that I
hmm
do all the time. Whereas like gratitude journaling and meditation, I do them sometimes, but I'm not very consistent. And those habits kind of like fall by the wayside. But something about the
hmm
kiwis and cold showers, they've really stuck with me throughout these years.
hmm For me, it's the cold showers and working out and not fapping.
Okay, so that's like your baseline
Yeah,
then. Those are like
yeah.
your big three habits that you've
hmm
really got down. So
hmm
then you should make your first couple of videos about those.
Yeah, that's what I want to do for my first few videos.
Yeah, talk about like why. Like why did you get into
hmm
NoFap? How did it help you? Are you still doing it
hmm
now? What have you learned? Like those are four
hmm
video ideas right there. And you can do the same thing
hmm
for cold showers.
Yeah, I want to show you another picture.
These are all your down bad pictures.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
this was me like a few months ago. Super like Jeffrey and fat.
Pizza and chips, bro.
Yeah, and then this was me.
Okay, it's
Yeah, so I took that picture like this week, and you can see that progress.
when was the first picture?
That picture was like 2 months, no, 3 months ago.
Okay. And so that's when you really started being more consistent with the gym?
Yeah. After that, I started being consistent. I work out in my room. I just got like a bar.
Oh, that's perfect.
Base blocks. Yeah. You could do like pull ups and rows on it.
And then how about diet?
Diet. In the mornings, I'll eat like oatmeal, eggs, and then some kind of fruit.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And then and some kind of protein, like chicken breast or
Hmm.
something. And then dinner, I eat twice a day. I do like intermittent fasting.
Oh, okay. So again, you're like me,
Yeah.
man. We got the
Yeah.
same parallels going on.
Mhm. Mhm. And then so the second meal, I eat at my dining hall in my college. Just depends on what they got on that day.
Oh, so you have like the meal plan where you eat from
Yeah.
like your I don't know how do you call it, school, dorm, cafeteria, is
Yeah.
it that type of thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like a giant like buffet type of
Do
thing.
they have good options though, or is it all shit?
Yeah. There's some shit food, but some good options. They have salads, you know,
Okay,
pastas,
that's not too bad. So it's not all
all kinds of
burgers and
stuff.
French fries and pizza.
Yeah. It's not all burgers and french fries.
Okay, that's good. Because you got to
Mm-hmm.
see, diet is, I feel like diet is harder than working
Mm-hmm.
out, or at least it is for me. Like going to the gym, no problem, right? But like something about
Yeah.
if you have a sweet tooth or if you like something savory or salty, like potato chips or candy or chocolate or cake, like if you
Mm-hmm.
have a taste for that type of stuff, man, like trying to get your diet down pat is so difficult. I feel like a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people struggle
Yeah.
with that.
I uh I recently started meditating 10 minutes a day. And I don't know why, but like my like sugar cravings are gone.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know
Do you
why.
think from the meditation?
Yeah, I think it's from the meditation.
That's a weird
Mm-hmm.
benefit to get from meditation. I've never heard of that.
I don't know why.
Hmm. But it could also be like your body is transitioning. You're being healthier, right? The
mm-hmm.
habit
Mm-hmm.
change, right? You're going to the gym. Because the other thing too, it's
Mm-hmm.
like when I started eating better and when I started working out, my body kind of craved those things, and my cravings
Yeah.
for the shitty food it started to subside. I still have
Mm-hmm.
cravings from time to time. The other day, I had like
Yeah.
Christmas, my final Christmas gift exchange with my brother and my cousins, and we had chocolate and cake and pizza, like you name it, we had it, right? And it's like I
Mm-hmm.
just indulged because it's like a family event, and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But today,
I feel like you should always keep those like cheat days, what they call it. Cheat meals, cheat days on like holidays. I don't think you should have like a cheat meal once a week.
okay, I see.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like, especially in North American society, the way we celebrate birthdays and milestones, like, usually do it with shitty processed food, right? No one has
Mm-hmm.
a party. Oh, let's order green peppers and cucumbers and hummus and
Mm-hmm.
carrots. Like, no one has a party like that. A party is always
Mm-hmm.
Coca Cola, pepperoni, pizza. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's always that type of
Yeah.
food, donuts, Krispy
Mm-hmm.
Kremes. So I feel like you're going to have those cheat days anyway. So you might as well
Yeah.
just wait until they come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what I
Mm-hmm.
do too. Like when I hang out with my brother or my cousins, and oh, let's order a bunch of chicken wings and stuff. I just indulge. I just kind of have fun with
Mm-hmm.
them. But then the next day, I try to make sure
Yeah.
I get back on a good eating structure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't be like a super strict like bodybuilder. Because I've done that before. It just fucks up your mental health, bro. Like you gotta track your calories. Oh my god, am I hitting the right macros? Am I getting enough protein? Am I eating too much sugar?
Yeah, that stuff's tedious. I used to do that too
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah.
the My Fitness Pal app, where you put in all
Mm-hmm.
the foods you're eating. It tells you all
Yeah.
your macros.
Mm-hmm. It makes you like it's kind of a it's worse for people that have like OCD.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
they
I used to have like bad OCD, but now I don't have it anymore.
Okay, see, you're making progress.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. That's interesting. So you have a lot of, again, a lot of habits that I follow. You're in. So you're
Hmm.
sort of where I was 3, 4 years ago. This position you are right
Yeah.
now, this is exactly
Hmm.
where I was, where I started. It's the exact same
Hmm.
thing. It's just you are way younger, which is
Yeah.
cool.
I'm really grateful for that though. I don't want to be like these college people that graduate and then once they hit 30, they'll start improving. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's me. That you're
Yeah.
describing exactly who I am because
Yeah.
I got into self improvement at 32,
Hmm.
31. Like it's pretty rough when you get into it late.
Hmm.
Like again, the earlier you can start, the better, right? So it's good that you're grateful
Hmm.
that you finally found, and it's also like
Hmm.
you have this like enlightening moment where you're like, oh man, I wish everyone knew what I knew right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
right? You
yeah,
do you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
that way?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that a lot.
Hmm.
Just walk around campus. There's people with this forward neck posture looking at their phones, like scrolling TikTok. Everyone's the same.
But the problem is, even if you tell them what you
Hmm.
found, they're gonna reject it. It's also
Yeah, they're gonna. I try to help many people, but they're like, "No, you only live once, YOLO."
yeah.
That kind of mindset.
Don't don't waste your time trying to convince people of that type of stuff. Just
Hmm.
wait for the people that are really interested in it, and then you can help them. That's what I do. I used to try to help
Hmm.
my friends because I cared about them, right? I care about
Hmm.
my friends and
Yeah.
my family. Hey, try to
Hmm.
eat healthy, come to the gym with me. But that's not for everyone. Some people don't
Hmm.
want to do it no matter what you tell them, right? So I sort
Hmm.
of reserve my advice for only people that are interested. Or like for you, for example, like you reach out to me, you want to get into
Hmm.
self-improvement, you want to start a YouTube channel,
Hmm.
bam, I'm all on board. I'll share everything that I can. Any knowledge I have,
Hmm.
any help with your aperture, your shutter speed, whatever, I'll try the best that I can to
Yeah.
help because you're someone that is willing, that wants the information where I
Yeah.
stop bother to try with people that don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Derek for helping with my camera settings. Yeah.
It's hard, dude. Cameras,
Yeah.
it's there's a lot going on
Hmm.
with camera gear.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm like, what's the shutter speed? Aperture. What is that? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's cameras are an interesting one because it's like a passion that I have. I love cameras, and like I got into
Hmm.
videography and working freelance for companies and stuff like that. It's just cool because it naturally translates into YouTube.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
an easy transition for me, just this love of cameras.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean you have to have a level of mastery with cameras. You don't,
Hmm.
because YouTube, it's all about like the idea. The idea is it's way more important than having some fancy lens that can do this cool blurry background. Like that's
Hmm.
all eye candy. That's all extra, right? What's important is
Hmm.
your message, your journey, the content. Like that is the key with YouTube. Don't worry too much
Yeah.
about all the fancy camera shit. Like look at Hamza. Look at the camera Hamza
Yeah.
uses. It's super basic, and it works. Right? It
Yeah.
works.
Think it's a Sony ZV-1, something like that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Hmm. It's like one of the like a budget camera, kind of like mine. I have a camera M200.
Hmm.
I got it on Black Friday. It was like on
Perfect,
sale.
dude. Perfect. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
That's all you need.
I don't need a fancy camera. It does the job. 1080p. 4K,
Hmm.
60 FPS, 24
Yeah,
FPS.
and then after that, all you got to do is
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like you have a half decent microphone, as long as your audio isn't like
Hmm.
full of wind or static, and then just
Yeah.
try to get a light in front of your face the best you can. Sit in
Yeah.
front of a window or a lamp or just any
Hmm.
type of like light source. You see, like right here with me, like how my face is
Hmm.
lit up. There's lights right in front of me,
Yeah.
behind me.
Is it window lights?
See, well, the window light is
Do you have?
here, but I tried to block it.
Oh.
My basement is
Oh.
still under construction. You can see like I have two
Oh.
colored walls. I'm
Hmm.
still trying to build out this YouTube studio dream that I have. It's taking
Hmm.
it's taking a long time, but that's like one of my dreams in this whole journey, is to have this studio
Yeah.
space, do what I love, and like have these conversations, right? It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get some lights. My lighting is really bad. It's like dark right here, and then light
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here. Yeah.
You got the wrong lighting going on, but it's okay, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
fix it later. Like get a cheap light off Amazon or Best Buy or
Mm-hmm.
wherever is around you. Something small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just and then just go from there, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was cool, bro. Let's wrap up the
Yeah.
pod. It's I gotta do
Yeah.
some stuff. Let the people know where the future YouTube channel is going to be. Do you have a name for it?
My YouTube channel is just gonna be my name, Kevin. My Instagram is KHUANG_2004.
Okay, cool.
Follow me on there. I'm gonna upload my first shitty 50 YouTube videos.
That's good, man. I can't wait to
Yep.
I can't wait to see you post. And when you do create the video,
Mm-hmm.
or when you do start the channel and start posting
Mm-hmm.
videos, send me the
Mm-hmm.
link to your channel, and then I'll put it in the description of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and hopefully we can lift up as many people we can in the self improvement world, and hopefully
I can just send it to you on Instagram.
Yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, anytime. Just
Okay.
let me know.
Okay, that's cool.
And I always like to support people, especially in the self improvement niche, and the young guys like yourself. And I, wish you guys always the best in your journey and success in the future.
Mm-hmm. All right, Derek, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
We'll
really enjoy that.
We'll do it again in the future, 1 year from now, when you're
for sure. 1 year
more
from
successful, and you got the subscribers and the videos, and we can look back at this conversation and laugh about it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.